Hello all and welcome to Deviant D Tarot. I wanted to do an energy reading tonight just because I know things are so crazy right now. The decks I'll be using are my Alice in Wonderland deck by Lucy Cavendish and illustrated by Jasmine Beckett Griffin, who is one of my favorite artists. The other one we're going to do, I can't really read this one. It is the Angelarium Oracle of, that one. And then I'm going to use my 78 Tarot Mystical Edition by Trish Sullivan, and it is illustrated by 81 artists. I love those decks. They do a different one every year. I'll be reviewing them soon in the next couple days. So we're going to start out with the Alice in Wonderland deck. I love these cards. I have already burnt my sage, got my candle going, cleared the area, and we're asking guides and spirit for guidance with this reading. Please let us know what we need to know for the collective, for the coming days, what we need to know to get best through tomorrow and to understand and deal with what's going on with our lives. So, okay. Got a couple that dropped. That was way too many. There was like 7 of them there. Alright, so what does the collective need to know? Alright. Changed in the night. The hair changed quickly. Number 11. And choices. Feeling blocked and restrained. Number 6. So here are those 2 cards. Sorry about my nails. Haven't been able to get them done. I love these cards. So I want to do something that in most readings I won't do because I know my tarot, but I like to read out these, or at least a lot of them, because they do have some really great messages written in the books. So, number 11, changed in the night. You have changed quickly. Sometimes we change slowly. A little change here, a little adjustment there. Tiny shifts day by day, and over time we grow into a very different version of ourselves. But at other times, we feel like we've changed in the night. Our day might suddenly, without any warning at all, be very queer indeed. We're using Alice in Wonderland terms here, so weird. For Alice, and perhaps for you when you receive this card, there is a sense that so very much has changed in an instant, that the world has quite suddenly turned upside down or right side up. Can we get an amen with that? Because, yeah, I think we've all been going through that right now. And we have not had a moment to grow used to this new reality. The way we now are, or the rules of the world we find ourselves inhabiting. When a time like this comes, we can be in shock, a little numb, and have trouble finding our way back to center ourselves. If you feel you may have changed overnight, that your life has changed quite drastically, quite suddenly, then take a moment. Remember your values, your feelings, yourself. Look about you. Steady yourself and breathe in deep. You've been rocked, and your sense of self and of reality is going to take a little time to resettle. Continue to connect with your core self. Be good to you and take it easy, but steadily. Remember, you are finding out who you truly are. Until this moment, you only knew who you could be when faced with certain predictable circumstances. Now that now that so much has changed, you will find out so much more about yourself, and in time, this will enrich you so very much. Divination on this. Sorry, glare. I'm trying to avoid that. Suddenly an unexpected change, a shock, unexpected news, adjusting to a new situation. Find out more about who you are, experience an uncertainty. An identity crisis due to changed circumstances. Like I said, sometimes these have some really good messages with them. That was the 11 card, master number if you're into astrology. We're not going to reduce that one down at all. And number 6, choices. That one. Feeling blocked, restrained. When we are changing in order to find our own personal wonderland, we need to keep the momentum going in whatever areas of life the magic of change is arriving. This means leaving the in-between lands of an idea and entering into choices we must make to move forward. It may be seen to you, as it does to Alice, that that each choice presents a potential problem, that there is not one clear choice or way to go. Each door is locked, too small, impossible to open or even fit through. But Alice had not yet found the way. You too are on the road to finding the way to unlock opportunities that are all around you. So take a look around and really get the idea that, yeah, there are opportunities in all this madness. There are opportunities in all of this change. And that you do have choices. You know? Back to the book. Each of them may seem to have one or more drawbacks or obstacles. You feel that if you do not know how to get through to the other side, perhaps you are not meant to get there at all. But look about you. There are solutions. There are ways through. You can create the next step, but you must be brave and willing to try something very new. And then you must be ready to deal with uncertainty of taking the step. If you peek through the keyhole, as Alice does, you will see the doorway that leads to the loveliest garden you can imagine. You must find a way through, because the delights that lie on the other side are worth this test. The challenge is how to reach this place. You may need to grow smaller. You may need to grow larger. You may need to change yourself in ways that initially seem very strange. The definition for this is, you're choosing which way to go. A moment of decision. Uncertainty of what is best or what to do next. Feeling like a door is closed. Wanting to reach the next stage of your life, but not seeing a single way through. Well, I believe that Alice definitely delivered tonight, because if those 2 cards don't summon up what is going on in the world and with all of us right now, I don't know what does. Yeah, I love those cards just for that reason. They are probably one of my favorite Oracle decks, but I don't use Oracle decks that often. I'm actually just starting to. So now let's get a message from this Angelarium. Someday I'll learn how to pronounce that right. Angelarium Oracle deck. So, what is a message that our collective needs to know tonight? What is a message for our collective? What is a message for our collective, Spirit? What messages do we need to know? Whew. Okay. Ooh, looks like this is going to be a long reading with me reading a whole lot. So, sorry, had to get a little drink. I've got my wine going this evening. It's been an interesting day. So, we have Hog as our first card. I love these. The left leg submission. And then we have, I will have to study these to learn how to actually pronounce them. Chakam, right eye, wisdom. So, first one. Let me get this out of the book as well. I know. Hopefully you guys don't mind me reading out of the book because, you know, as you saw with the last one, it can be extremely meaningful. This one is the same way. So, I know these are a little spooky, but they really do have great meanings with them. The eighth emanation, the force that abides. Hud is what guides us when we surrender ourselves to the flow of fate and let destiny guide our motion. Through her light, we see boundlessness of glory, waving our hands through the world or through the wind. We feel the air pull us upward. It's only by resigning ourselves to the forces around us that we are truly experience the nature of those forces. The golden orb shines radiant light upon our shoulders, supporting the pillar of, oh my, I gotta practice this more before I do it. Severity. Hod does not press back against the weight of the tree. Instead, she simply lets it pass through her, flowing like water down into the lowest portion of the diagram. Through the two opposing characteristics of Hod and Netzveh, relinquishing the restraining, we gain the power to move. Together, they form the power to carry ourselves through the world with grace and intention. And find this in prayer, in nature, and in the mysteries. And just so you know, Netzveh is the right leg, meaning endurance. So let me find the other one. And please forgive me for my pronunciation on some of these because I know I am completely screwing some of these up. So just please forgive me. Please. I'm new. Shokama, right eye, wisdom. The second emanation. A vessel to hold that which is most precious. The first gate out potentially, and a step into the realm of the known. It is the first moment a newborn child opens its eyes, that child's first step and first word. He is the beginning of a lifelong journey, those whose path disappears over the horizon. When Keter, the crown or spirit, is the pen that hovers over the page, Shakaholm is the moment of contact. From nothingness, wisdom is formed. To have insight into what is not known is a gift that is not lightly bestowed. The gray orb breaks the surface of our consciousness. Descending from the summit of the tree, we see its duality. Sorry. We see its duality begin to form. He sits atop the pillar of mercy, forming the first masculine aspect of the diagram. Its partner, Binah, opens next to reveal the eyes through which we see the world. This energy is found in birth, intuition, and the subconscious. I love those cards. So, I think those two definitely had some important message, a little bit more abstract than Alice gave us, but we'll forgive for that. So now let's do a couple of tarot cards to finish this up and finish up our energy reading for this evening. Spirit, please show us what we need to know for the upcoming days. Please give us the messages we need to know for the upcoming days. What messages do we need to know for the upcoming days? We have 1. What messages do we need to know for the upcoming days? And we have 2 more. I will take them both. So 3 altogether. Okay. So we have the 2 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. This is the 78 Tarot Mythical Edition deck. So, let me look at these for just a moment. Well, it's about making a decision. Making a decision about working towards what is best for us and what is going to keep us feeling safe, feeling contained, feeling loved. The King of Swords, of course, is very emotional, but he is reserved in that emotion. He doesn't go out on whims. 7 of Pentacles is waiting for the fruits of your labor. And that labor is that King of Swords. Solid. Very solid. So, it's time to make a choice. We need to make a choice about which direction do we want to go in, which direction do we want to take. Right now we can't see it, but it's there. I think we saw a little bit of this in the Alice in Wonderland deck as well. But make your choice and work at it. Wait for it to come to fruition, because you have that wonderful King of Swords energy coming through. strong water energy with these. King of Swords is, of course, Scorpio. Two of Swords, or no, sorry, not Scorpio, it's Aquarius. The Two of Swords is air signs. And Seven of Pentacles is your earth signs. But yes, I see it is time to think about it and make your decision. And once you start going in your direction that you want to go, you will get there. And you know, with that King of Swords energy, not exactly love and hugs and kisses, but it is, I think it was the water. He's kind of, looks like he's got a wave splashing up over him, and it threw me off. Sorry. But yes, you're going to have that strength to make it through. And you're going to have to take the emotion actually out of it, that intellect, and everything is still going to work out. You do have what may seem to be a very strong, closed off energy towards it, but it is still a very good and very solid energy. Let me go ahead and throw another card on that King of Swords energy, just to get a little bit more information about our outcome. And that came flying out really fast. There's our cups. Our Six of Cups. So I knew I could feel it in there. So whatever decision you make, if you take it the right way and you're patient, you are going to be getting an even give and take. It is going to be something that you have wanted. It's going to be mutual. It could be a relationship. It could be some other aspect of your life, because right now I don't know if relationships is really the main focus of anybody right now. If it is, though, this points towards reciprocated feelings, possible past life connections, possible connections with somebody from your past, your childhood. But this could also have to do with a work environment or any other environment where you're dealing with others. And there will be this give and take and mutual respect at the end of it. So, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I do not edit these, so bear with me. And I hope you have a great one. Bye-bye. And please like and subscribe. Share it to all your friends on social media. Bye-bye. Good night.